Hi, I'm Ian. Want to live extraordinarily? It may seem difficult, but with Cebu Landmasters, it's possible. Let me show you. First, they give you hands-on service. From their sales and customer care team prior and during turnover, to their in-house property management team when you've settled in. Plus, their amenities are carefully planned and well developed, like a clubhouse with pool, a gym, and even a chapel. You can choose from a wide range of developments: residential, offices, mixed use, townships, and even hotels. Everything for the lifestyle you want. With over 50 developments in the best locations, Cebu Landmasters is now the leading local housing developer in key Vismin cities. So you see, you can live extraordinarily when your real estate developer goes to great lengths for you. Live extraordinarily with Cebu Landmasters.
Hello everyone and good afternoon to each one of you from Cebu Landmasters. Welcome to the virtual topping off ceremony of 38 Park Avenue live via Zoom and streamed through the Facebook page of Cebu Landmasters. I am Blinky De Leon and I will be taking you through what it's like to come home to a New York-inspired living right here in Cebu's address that never sleeps. But before we begin this virtual event, I would like to take this opportunity first to acknowledge all of our special viewers watching us this afternoon. Starting off, of course, with the man behind 38 Park Avenue's joint venture partnership, starting with Camino Developers Cebu Incorporated, led by Mr. Bob Gothong, the CEO and chairman of Gothong Southern Properties. We also have Mr. Hector Almario, the president of 12 Sika Holdings Incorporated. Mr. Ricardo King, the president of Acristar Development Corporation. Mr. Darren Dean, the president of RKD Holdings Incorporated. And Cebu Landmasters chairman and CEO, Mr. Jose Soberano III. Good afternoon to you all, gentlemen. Let's also not forget that we also like to welcome our managing real estate brokers from across the country. Hello! Our hardworking sales agent from Visayas and Mindanao is here with us as well. Our 38 Park Avenue unit owners, hello to you all. Our project partners and contractors, Cebu Landmasters team, and of course our media and blogger friends from Manila, Cebu, and the rest of Visayas and Mindanao. Once again, welcome everybody to this virtual topping off event. Now let us hear a shout out from each one of you. Feel free to send us a quick hello in the comment section located right there below on our screen. And also do tell us what makes you excited about 38 Park Avenue. Do share your thoughts. And of course, type them in, which by the way is nearing its completion after today's topping off event. So again, please send us a shout out. And don't forget to use our official hashtag for our event today. That's hashtag 38 Park Avenue topping off and hashtag live in a masterpiece. Just an exciting fact, by the way, for everyone to know, 38 Park Avenue has hailed as the best high-end condominium development in Cebu for 2019. You heard me right. And that was during the 7th Annual Property Guru Awards by the Philippines Property Awards. That is a testament indeed that 38 Park Avenue is world-class masterpiece, offering first-class living in every space. Now, I want you guys to just sit back, relax, and enjoy this afternoon with me as we celebrate another important milestone for 38 Park Avenue. At this point, to officially take us to the top of 38 Park Avenue, please help me welcome the Executive Vice President and Chief Operations Officer of Cebu Landmasters, none other than Mr. Franco B. Soberano.
Hello everyone and welcome to the topping off ceremony of 38 Park Avenue. As you all know, in 2016, Cebu Landmasters, with its joint venture partners, acquired a 1.2 hectare property in the heart of Cebu IT Park. It was at that time the largest undeveloped property in the Cebu IT Park. As you all know, the Cebu IT Park commands the highest land values in the entire Cebu Island. So we felt, as Cebuanos, it was our responsibility to come up with a special project. And fast forward to today, after groundbreaking in 2017, we have now topped off 180 meters above sea level, making it the third tallest structure in the Cebu Island today. What's more fulfilling about this project is that this was really envisioned among friends, among Caminoans. I'd like to acknowledge our partners, the Gotham family, the Almario family, and the King family in Cebu. Among friends, the journey has been very fulfilling, making it the third tallest structure in the Cebu Island today. Well, as you all know, this started as a challenge or an opportunity among Caminoan friends. And I can really say that the journey has been a blessing and a gift. We enjoy working very much with our joint venture partners, the Gotham family, the Almario family, and the King family. What makes this more fulfilling for us is being able to deliver over 760 residential units in the next few months. We are targeting to turn over the first batch of units by the end of the year and more towards next year. This is really a dream project for us, creating a premium residential product. As you can see, it has a full glass facade. It has a 38-story high atrium in the middle of the building, providing passive air, passive cooling, making it one of the greenest structures in the whole of Visayas and Mindanao. Our job is not finished. We are very committed to delivering a high-quality product. Cebu Landmasters is on top of the situation. We've engaged the best contractors to make sure we really deliver as promised. So with that, let's all celebrate this little victory And I want to say a special hello to our residents. We can't wait to turn over the keys to your units soon. Welcome to the topping off ceremony of 38 Park Avenue.
Wow, what a way to kick off today's event. Thank you so much, Mr. Franco Soberano, for that wonderful message. Indeed, 38 Park Avenue is one exciting mixed-use development that will tower over Cebu City skyline. Now imagine this, guys, a place where park meets the city, where the east and west are in one panoramic view, standing high in an avenue over an address that never sleeps. Truly a New York-inspired masterpiece in our very own Cebu IT Park. And all these were made possible because of El Camino Developers. They have partnered with world-class consultants. We have IDEA, the Philippines' top architectural firm, and Callison RTKL, the world's top design consultant. Now at this point, we would like to give you now a refreshment to refresh us on a design inspiration for 38 Park Avenue. Please welcome IDEA's President, Architect Abelardo Jojo Tolentino Jr.
Hi everyone, I'm Jojo Tolentino. I'm the President of IDEA. We are the architects of the 38 Park project. When Cebu Landmasters mentioned this exciting project to us and wanted us to be involved, we were very thankful because this is one of the concepts that we haven't heard from many of the residential developments that we have designed in 25 years. It's different because the master plan is a mixed-use development that it combines residential, offices, shops, park in a setting that is bustling like the Cebu IT Park, a place that never sleeps, and this development complemented that vibe. We were very fortunate to also partner with Callison RTKL, one of the leading international design outfits. We have done many successful projects with them in the past, and this is definitely one of the greatest collaborations that we have done so far. What makes 38 Park different from other developments? First of all, it's iconic. The project is the tallest residential tower in the Cebu IT Park. It has a timeless design, something that will last for 50 years and still look crisp and still look interesting. Third is the way the units are configured. There are no compromise units in this project. We have carefully worked with RTKL so that each unit offers prime views, so that like I said, the idea is for us to provide quality units in every floor of the development. The concept of park mid-city is also quite interesting. We designed the master plan in a way that the park becomes an integral part of the whole master plan development. That's where activities happen. It's the heart of the whole site. And then we have on one side the residential tower, on the other side the future developments. So day and night, this will be like a place that never sleeps. It transforms itself into a daytime destination for people who are living in the residential tower or people working within Cebu IT Park, and at nighttime it becomes also a respite for people who would like to unwind and to have different kind of entertainment activities. We are very thankful for the partnership of El Camino and Cebu Landmasters for giving us the opportunity to contribute in this project. It's been an honor, and the process has been very enjoyable for us, and hopefully for everyone in the design team as well. And we look forward to doing more successful projects with the group. I am sure that this project will be a success and will become a new benchmark in residential development, not only in Cebu, but in the whole country. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you as well. Wow, just listening to Architect Tolentino, I'm sure that a lot of you, our 38 Park Avenue buyers, are already feeling ecstatic to be moving in to their condo units, and pretty soon you will get to experience that, where they will get to enjoy the best panoramic view of Cebu City through the Sky Club amenity deck and the Sky Gardens. And not only that, you will also get the relish of green open retail park at the plaza. Of course, this exciting masterpiece, guys, for 38 Park would not have been made possible without the men behind El Camino Developers Cebu Incorporated. It is a consortium of 5 homegrown property companies. We have Gothong Southern Properties, Acrisar Development Corporation, 12 Sika Holdings Corporation, RKD Property Holdings Incorporated, and of course, Cebu Landmasters Incorporated. How's that? All combined in one masterpiece. At this point, to tell us more about this beautiful partnership paved the way to creating this world-class masterpiece, we are proud to present to you all Gothong Southern Property CEO and Chairman, the one and only Mr. Roberto D. Gothong.
In behalf of the El Camino partners, we thank you for joining us in celebrating this significant milestone of Phase 1 of the 38 Park Avenue development. This accomplishment against the backdrop of a global health, financial, and supply chain pandemic could only have been achieved because of the expertise of our managing partner and one of the country's leading developers, Cebu Landmasters. 38 Park Avenue, a New York-inspired walking street, envision a live, work, and play urban park environment with residential, office, retail boulevard, and green park scenery. Situated in the most expensive master-planned community in the Philippines outside of Metro Manila, 38 Park Avenue can be compared to New York City's very own Fifth Avenue, which is known as the most expensive street in the world. A walking street that's home to the world's most famous retail brand, the Empire State Building, Rockefeller Center, the Guggenheim Museum, and home to our very own Philippine Consulate General Office, to name a few. The project's inspiration was conceived during a walking trip in Europe as the El Camino partners navigated the mountain ranges, forests, river stream, fruit orchards, vineyard, and villages along the Camino Trail on the way to Santiago de Compostela. Nature can really do wonders to the imagination. We look forward to Phase 2 of the project's development as Cebu City and the Philippines economy continue to improve amidst the rising optimism that the pandemic will soon be over. In behalf of our El Camino partners, may I wish you all Buen Camino.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gothong. What an inspiring collaboration it is indeed for El Camino Developers Incorporated. And I'm pretty sure that 38 Park Avenue is just the beginning of even more exciting projects to come from this joint venture. Now, when 38 Park Avenue broke ground in 2017, Cebu welcomed a mixed-use development offering a unique residential and retail experience, towering over all other projects in Cebu IT Park. 38 Park's topping off was made possible through the many men and women who labored day and night to reach this milestone despite all odds. And so today, right this very moment, we pay tribute to these individuals, these hardworking and dedicated individuals of 38 Park Avenue project team who have worked tirelessly for this project. We salute their passion, dedication, and service excellence to complete this important milestone. And so please, everyone, let's all watch this video. Wasn't that a heartwarming tribute? And all of you out there tuning in, watching us, you can also extend your tribute by giving us a virtual round of applause for all the men and women behind 38th Park Avenue. You can comment right now below. Now, from the design team, engineering team, and construction team, kudos to all of you. We salute you who tirelessly come to work each day amidst the pandemic in order to deliver a world-class mixed-use development. Again, kudos to all of you. 38th Park Avenue officially topped off last May 28th at 4 o'clock p.m. An event that was well attended by El Camino partners, contractors, and executives from Cebu Landmasters. One can truly feel the excitement as the concrete was raised all the way up and onwards to the unveiling of the topping off marker, which symbolizes the completion of the structural phase of the building. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you all the topping off ceremony of 38th Park Avenue. Wow, what an eventful and colorful day it was. And you know what? We just witnessed a history made for Cebu City, and that truly made me even more proud to be a Cebuano, getting to witness that. And it feels like we were actually there in that event. So once again, congratulations to El Camino Developers and Cebu Landmasters for a very successful topping off ceremony at 38 Park Avenue. We all can't wait to live and experience in this New York-inspired development right here in Cebu IT Park. And of course, the 38 Park Avenue is a collaboration between the private and the public sectors. This development is indeed a testament of El Camino and Cebu Landmasters' bullishness in the economic development of Cebu City. And this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, we are very honored to have one of the most significant political figures in our local government today. Friends, let's all welcome Cebu City Mayor, Honorable Edgardo Labella.
Good day. The topic of the 38P as a testament of Cebu Landmasters Incorporated and El Camino's bullishness in the economic development of the city. Amidst the pandemic, Cebu's economy continues to remain resilient, as evidenced by more residential buildings, projects being considered or constructed and continues to undergo construction. Thanks, Cebu Landmasters Incorporated and El Camino, both partners for creating progress that are not only iconic but also provides job opportunities for our fellow Cebuanos. Congratulations, Cebu Landmasters Incorporated and El Camino, for continuously undertaking projects that would redound to the benefit of our fellow Cebuanos. Thank you. Congratulations.
Truly an honor. Thank you so much, Mayor Labella and the Cebu City government for paving the way so that 38 Park Avenue finds its address in this bustling business and lifestyle district. On to our next speaker. He's the pillar behind Cebu Landmasters, whose visionary mindset has catapulted the company as the biggest real estate developer in Visayas and Mindanao. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Cebu Landmasters Incorporated, none other than Mr. Jose Soberano III.
Good afternoon. Here we are, finally reaching the top. And that is really for our project, the 38 Park Avenue, already hitting a milestone in its topping off. And we are so blessed, not just in Cebu Landmasters, but along with our buyers and future residents, that this has happened in the most challenging of times due to the pandemic. And it was even made possible because of this. Because this is the time when you have to be more cautious on how you move on things. As we are reminded of the challenges of the time, we have to do our construction activity in 38 Park Avenue one step at a time. And by doing so, as carefully as we do it, we managed to finally reach the top. And we have the good fortune and the blessings to thank for. And we place a lot of significance as well of the partnership that Cebu Landmasters have with our El Camino partners. And that is a partnership that has been built through strong friendship. Our friends there, from the Gotong family to the Almario family and the King family,
which we over the years have built, has now gained this fruit of the topping off ceremony that we are celebrating for 38 Park Avenue. And that is what the significance of friendship will deliver us. The same objective that we would like to build for our buyers and future residents of 38 Park Avenue. Through this friendship, we would be able to put that confidence of making sure that we give you the best. We turn over to you a facility and a condominium project of your own dreams. That we will continue to build on this friendship to make sure that longevity will bring a lot of good for both of us. And this will be a reward for your hard work to pass on to the families that you have served so very well. So how does this 38 Park Avenue stand out or have brought uniqueness to all the projects that Cebu Landmasters has to offer? It rests on a 1.2 hectare property, which is one of the biggest blocks here in Cebu IT Park. And we are just so happy that we are about to complete the first building in the 38 Park Avenue. So 2 buildings is going to rise here. At the same time, it provides that mixed-use flavor where you have a retail component and also the conveniences that surrounds it. What do I mean? Well, from the top of your floors, as you enjoy the views, you can manage to go down early in the morning, jog around, go back to your units, take a rest, refreshing yourself, and go back to your nearby offices. And even before you go back to your condo units, you can pass by along the facilities, especially the mall, and then go back again to your unit to enjoy dinner time with your family. And after a good hearty meal, go outside, take a short walk, and enjoy a movie right there on the Ayala Mall nearby. And that will complete your day again by going back to your unit, having a sip of good wine and good conversation with your wife, and again enjoying the night view and a restful evening. So this is that uniqueness of this place, and it opens up and positioned very well northward of this development in Cebu IT Park. As we all know, you are just a stone's throw away from the provincial lot, which is presently occupied by a military base. And there is a lot of planning going on to finally make that property in Lahug open for more development. And that is a future connection that we are going to enjoy later on. It will connect with the bustle and the situations that we have here in Cebu IT Park can never be more blessed because of what surrounds us. So this is a unique CLI portfolio in the sense that it caters to the higher end of the market, but at the same time, as is true to what Cebu Landmasters would like to offer, we would like to make it as affordable to everybody. As we always say, having and enjoying a high-end living does not have to go for those who have, but even to those that have enough. So, congratulations to our CLI team. We thank you, our partners, for putting that confidence in us. We will be able to finally deliver this product to our buyers, as we also thank our brokers and all the sellers that have made it possible for these buyers to finally have a high-end and beautiful development within the reach. I also would like to thank Mayor Labella and Cebu City Administration for the support given to us on this project. And of course, the Ayala management of Cebu IT Park for putting in a very prestigious and well-developed development for Cebu Landmasters to partake on such a beautiful project in the 38 Park Avenue. So congratulations, thank you for all your support, and we wish you a pleasant good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joe Soberano, for that very inspiring message. Indeed, building and maintaining a good relationship and friendship could really go a long way. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally come to the end of the virtual topping off ceremony of 38 Park Avenue. And what a thrill and exciting moment it is. It is indeed a milestone for El Camino Developers Cebu Incorporated and Cebu Landmasters. Once again, congratulations to all of you, the people behind this beautiful project. Now, for our guests who are logged in through the exclusive Zoom link, please do stay tuned for the question and answer portion, with our friends from our media, and that will follow right after this. So immediately it will come. To all of you watching this virtual event through the Cebu Landmasters Facebook page, it has been fun and exciting, and we cannot thank you enough for being here with us and for taking the time to watch our event, especially to all our amazing viewers out there. Thank you all so much. Cebu is indeed ready to live a life in a masterpiece here at 38 Park Avenue. Once again, this has been Blinky De Leon, and as our friends from Cebu Landmasters would say, live extraordinarily. Have a great afternoon, everyone! Good afternoon to all our guests for our question and answer portion. We would like to request our panelists to kindly please turn on your cameras. Good afternoon and welcome once again to all of your guests who are logged in right now in our exclusive Zoom link, especially to our members from the Media and Blogger Society. Hello to you all. For this afternoon's Q&A portion, we are joined today by our executives coming from Cebu Landmaster. We have Mr. Franco Soberano, Cebu Landmaster's Executive Vice President, and COO, and Mr. Jose Soberano III, Cebu Landmasters Chairman and CEO. Also joining our panelists this afternoon, we have from El Camino Developers, we have Mr. Roberto Bob Gothong, the CEO of Gothong Southern Properties, Mr. Hector Almario, the President of 12 Sika Holdings Incorporated. We also have Mr. Ricardo King, President of Acrisor Development Corporation. Mr. Darren Dean also is here with us, the President of RKD Holdings Incorporated. Again, we invite all our executives to turn on their cameras. There they are. Hello, good afternoon, gentlemen. All right, now To all of you who would love to ask questions to our panelists, to our executives, kindly do so by typing them all in our Q&A button. Please do state your name, the media outlet you're coming from, or the company you are representing. Now, to start the ball rolling for our Q&A, here is our first question. This is for Cebu Landmasters, all right? Who are among the profile of buyers for 38 Park? Is there really a market for premium high-end condos here in Cebu? That's our first question. Perhaps Mr.
With
Okay.
Franco's permission, I'll take that
Go ahead, sir.
question.
Sure.
Okay, is that all right? Yeah, it's a range, no, of buyers, because it doesn't mean that because it's high end that we would like to leave out even those that are earning just enough. No, when you say enough, maybe having combined income of 50,000 to 100,000 a month, both husband and wife. Because what we have also managed to do in this project is to create studio units that can be within reach for such income earners. So the profile can now make things more spread out as far as affordability is concerned. And when we talk about these kinds of market segment, we're not just talking about people working here in the city or the nearby provinces. We're not also just talking about the entrepreneurs, but even those who are working abroad, no? The OFWs, who feel that when they get back, they could now stay and enjoy the convenience of having a unit here in Cebu IT Park in the 38 Park Avenue. So I guess that my answer to that question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joe. Perhaps Sir Franco would like to add, or all right,
Yeah,
we move
sure,
on to
yeah,
our next.
I will always agree with our chairman on that. We designed 38 Park to really reach as many Cebuanos as possible. And I'd like to share that these early investors have been well rewarded. The values here in the condos when we pre-sold were less than 120,000 per square. And currently, because we are already 96 or 97% sold, the resale
Wow.
values are already at 200,000 per square meter. So I'd like to say that our residents are already ahead, and especially those who invested early in the project. And as I said, our job is not finished. We're working very hard to start turning over the units before the year ends. So.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Franco. Now, given the success that you have just mentioned of this partnership, I now have a question to El Camino partners. Are there other future projects for El Camino developers given the success of this collaboration or partnership? Perhaps Sir Bob could answer.
Okay, thank you. As I mentioned in my message that we are looking forward to phase 2 of the project now, because this very unique property, as I said, the most expensive property in the entire country outside of Metro Manila, sits on a 1.2 hectare property inside the IT park. No? So we have developed barely half of that. So there are additional spaces for 2 more buildings, as mentioned by Joe earlier, and of course the retail space that will make it exciting, a place that never sleeps. So that we look forward to eventually how the whole 38 Park Avenue would be as exciting as Fifth Avenue in New York.
All right.
Thank you, Pinky.
Thank you so much, Sir Bob, for sharing with us. And now we have a question to Sir Jose Soberano III. Given the fact that we have experienced the pandemic while you are completing the 38 Park Avenue, how did you protect and support construction workers throughout the lockdown and also the quarantines? And how did it affect also the construction and the development?
Well, I have to thank our engineering team for setting up the standards. No, we haven't been in this situation before, but we needed to be creative. No, so as far as this project is concerned, we have our Gen Con, Dakay Construction, headed by Ricky Dakay, and one of the primary objective for us to pursue the construction activities is to make sure that we are keeping the welfare and safety of our workers. So the matter of setting up the places for them to stay after they finish their work, the bunk houses, we need to make sure that they are located as conveniently as possible from the project site. And you know how things can become very lonely for people working on a project who are from out of town. And yet, during the height of the lockdown, they cannot hardly go around or even move. So we provided even certain facilities within the bunk houses, no? Providing entertainment through television sets, no? And making sure that you are as comfortable as possible. At the same time, on our own, while Ricky with his workers are providing all the conveniences and of course the meals, no, that were very important for them, we had to provide also the extras, no? There were plenty of this food stuff that we have to bring to them. In fact, for a long time within the lockdown period, we added in Cebu Landmasters, I think a certain amount, 100 pesos a day for these workers, that we added to their compensation package. So with these kinds of support and incentive, you can still feel the energy and the motivation of the workers to continue doing their job very well, and definitely exercising the best protocols, no, without violating all those things. We had not just our site people, the engineers, etc. We made sure the medical support were there, and of course all those protocol requirements, you know, like the social distancing that's necessary for everybody. We had to exercise this in the working place. We have to make sure they have to respect those things, and regularly checking on them. That's important, day in, day out. So I don't think this project, any of our workers were victims of the COVID. There were no cases that arose, you know, up to this point due to the pandemic. So that's how we try to put a lot more extras to these workers of ours, and giving them that kind of support, which will continue and has continued to this day.
Well, it's really nice to know that you're putting the safety first for your workers and the well-being for them as well. Any addition to that, Sir Franco?
Yes. So
when the pandemic struck in March, we were at the 22nd floor. So you can imagine that we really continued working as best as we could. And I can really give credit to our organization, the resiliency of our organization, and the hard work of the many laborers, more than 1,000 workers who are part of this project. That's why over the pandemic, one of the few noises you could hear was 38 Park Avenue working, because our commitment is really to our homeowners. No? There's investment that needs to be ready soon. The most secure place, pandemic or not, is a home, and we are really motivated by that. And CLI around the Visayas Mindanao have been busy completing projects. We completed our Cagayan de Oro project back in middle of last year, our Davao project just last month, our Dumaguete project. So we are very conscious of that responsibility while ensuring that our people are safe and healthy. 30th Park is just very special because there are many people involved. This is a proudly Cebuano project that is setting a high mark, not to be the best Cebuano residential project. So we are very motivated, and as I said, we will be turning over keys to homeowners within the year.
Thank you very much, Mr. Franco. And with that, we now move on to our next question. This time, we'd like to ask Sir Hector and Sir Ricardo King as well to perhaps answer. We're now gonna touch base in terms of the real estate market in Cebu. How's it going? What's the assessment? Are there future in real estate given the pandemic that we are still currently experiencing?
Sir
Again,
Hector,
we'd like to request.
maybe you
Sir-
want to go ahead, Sir Hector?
I think I will let a prolific real estate guy, Rere King, answer that for you, Blinky. He would be an expert and he's really in touch with the market. Go ahead, Rere.
Thank you, sir. Well, first of all, on behalf of the family, the King family, and the Dean family, I'd like to thank our partners, especially Tito Joe Soberano, for the opportunity for us to invest in this wonderful project together with our friends, Uncle Bob Gothong and Sir Hector. Just to share a little background, I'm Richard Ray King. I'm the son of Ricardo King, so I'm proxying for my dad. And 30 Park Avenue was an endeavor among friends, and we're quite fortunate to be in a position to have acquired such a prime real estate property. So when we conceptualized for the project, we were very excited to somehow really raise the bar of what can be done here in Cebu. So I think it was a worthwhile endeavor that we were able to come up with something like this, especially now that the pandemic has struck. It really tapers off the market. So you really have to understand what sticks and what holds. And I would like to believe that in the market of real estate, location, location, location. So that's the first edge that we have at 38 Park Avenue. And now that, as I mentioned earlier, that the market has tapered, I'd like to emphasize that things that are of scarcity will always also hold value. So if you can try to imagine the limitation of space here that we have in prime Cebu, it would not be very common even in the years beyond to find a project like this. So in that note, I would like to believe and I would like to share everyone with the opportunity to take advantage of this privilege. It will not be always be available. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you, Boss
much, Sir Rere. And yes, we will be discussing about the availability of our units coming up next. Anyone from our executives would like to add about the market assessment, perhaps? Feel free to share. Sir Bob, you would like to expound?
Well, I totally agree with Rere. No? The market is evolving. Surprisingly, the data coming from North America has shown that as there are businesses that has been totally ravaged by the pandemic, there are also businesses that are winners, no? And in areas like, for example, the supply chain side, it's been a big winner, especially in the Trans-Pacific route, where the rates has just been so a huge drop, from $1,000 to move a container from China to the West Coast. It's now bumped up to $10,000. And I was surprised when I was reading the data last week that real estate has not only held its ground, but actually has moved up. And we need to understand the behavior of the consumer as how are they being impacted by this pandemic, where people now look at real estate as not only an investment opportunity, but also as a safe ground. And learning from that, since there's been a question posted on the chat box by Eda on when phase 2 would be, we have the business development team of CLI has submitted to the board certain directions, and we need to continue to input other data on what should now be phase 2, right? To continue to support the live, work, and play atmosphere that the whole master plan envision. No? Is it going to be more residential unit? Is it going to be mixed use of offices and hotels? All of those are going to be driven by, of course, more understanding of how the market is pivoting. Now, how are we going to address the safety and health concern of home buyers, and what makes sense as we move forward. So thank you, Pinky.
Thank you so much, Sir Bob, for expounding on that. And also, we have been mentioning about the units availability a while ago, and I'm sure a lot of you would love to hear from our team behind Cebu Landmasters. Perhaps Sir Franco or Sir Joe would like to share the available units. How many are there left?
Yeah, I can share. As we reported earlier, this is an amazing project for us. It represents the very strong investing appetite, strong and wise investing appetite of the Cebuanos. Because as of today, we are still 97% sold. So that means of the 760 units, there are less than 30 units available of this project. And we are already 1 year after the pandemic, and people are continuing to invest in these units. So it's a very great sign that, as my good friend Rere has said, this is a fantastic opportunity or even a privilege to be in a location such as this that is in the heart of where you need to be with all the conveniences around. So we're very, very ecstatic that the sales level has maintained where it is. There are still a few units left for those who are willing to invest, and CLI is proud to work with many partner brokers around the Philippines.
Thank you so much, Sir Franco. And it's nice to know that there are still units available. So for those of you who still want to invest, you may do so right now, and I'm sure it will be.
I'll add,
Yes, go ahead.
As you can see, your El Camino board was working very hard last week. So we climbed up to the top of our building. And without bias, I could say the 38 Park would give you the most breathtaking views of Cebu. And I say that no, as a Cebuano, you can really practically see our skyline evolving. And for our friends at the Cebu Country Club, our partner Tito Hector Almario already has a telescope so that he can watch his friends play golf in the country club from his unit. No, so it's really it's very I was part of the team that drew this up on paper, and to see it go up is very fulfilling. And you can be assured that what we built in the showroom is being delivered or even enhanced in the actual unit. So just wanted to add that link, especially for those who are still looking to invest. So in the less than 30 units or 20 plus units left in this building.
Yes, I'm sure that's really a good added feature, being able to view lots of different angles within the city. And also, not to mention, I was imagining myself in a day in a life in our 38 Park Avenue when Sir Joe was narrating it earlier as well. I haven't been to New York, so it's nice to actually have a feel of that right here in Cebu IT Park. And for all of you, our executives, perhaps it is now time for you to give a final say, a message, perhaps, to everyone.
Well, with the permission of my partners, let me now just say my congratulations for this opportunity that we are sharing together, and that it's finally here. And in the coming months, we will be turning over these units. And this is again another testament of how friendship can create these beautiful results of providing an addition not just to the skyline of Cebu, but to make more people, our brother Filipinos, happy by giving them once in a lifetime opportunity to own a beautiful place, a residential condominium of this kind. And we also are putting down a real opportunity in terms of the investment value, the value of money of such unit. We all know that even on these most difficult times, the prices of real estate have held up. So can you just imagine, things are now improving as we roll out the vaccines, and how prices again will be inching up. What we see on the table for the past year of 300,000 pesos per square meter in Cebu IT Park can definitely go higher. Maybe gradually, but definitely surely. Even our neighboring, well, not too nearby, but the SRP development that's now being marketed is being the asking price of the developers there is about 250,000 pesos per square meter. That's an amazing figure compared to where we are, which of course is much more developed or more centrally located. So such appreciation can also be experienced not just on the lot, but definitely on the residential unit that you have acquired or you will be acquiring in the 38 Park Avenue. So thank you for this opportunity for everybody to have witnessed this topping off ceremony.
Thank you, Sir Joe. Indeed, it is an investment. It is worth investing for. Anyone from our partners who would like to add and to give a message, please do so.
I just want to say that I want to congratulate the managing partners, the Soberano family, Joe, Marose, Franco, Joy, Jamie, and the rest of the team. They've done quite a good job of being able to complete this, to do the topping off under the conditions. I'm not really the expert as far as the real estate, but I think my formula is to value invest and to stay with the experts. So as you have heard from them, they know the market quite well. My only thing is the value investing, and I think if all hell goes to pot and the market really goes bad, which I guess in the beginning it looked that way with this pandemic, I can sit back and relax and know that if everything goes to pot, we are very safe in our location. So if everything else goes really bad, we don't get really hit that badly. And as Joe has mentioned, quality is really important, especially location, and probably being the most prime of the developments right now in the IT part. We stand a very good chance. I think it's a very good investment. Again, congratulations. It's been good working with the El Camino Developers, and it's been a very pleasant working with them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. How about from you, Sir Bob Gotham?
Oh, yes. I also like to reiterate our congratulations to our partner, the managing partner, Cebu Landmaster. Done a wonderful job. As Hector mentioned, despite the pandemic, they've been able to deliver the project. So the key now is what Franco mentioned earlier, that we want to accelerate the turnover to the homeowners. This is indeed a masterpiece, and as our partner Rede King said, they are scarce. God do not make land anymore. So as investors and home buyers, you have made a very wise decision, especially those early investors that you invested at just a little over 100,000, and now it's it's already $200,000. So you can't go wrong in holding on to this, and tell your friends to buy up the remaining 26, because soon it will disappear the moment the turnover starts. So thank you and congratulations to everybody.
Thank you, Sir Bob. How about you, Sir Are?
Well, yeah, I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank and congratulate the team at CLI, headed by Tito Joe and Boss Franco, and of course, everyone behind the scenes, Tita Maros, Joey, Jamie, and all our contractors, Dakay Construction, and our designers, and most especially also special shout out to our brokers and agents who have been very supportive to get this project known to the market and very well represented. And we hope that with this project it will set a bar that Cebuanos can really deliver and build something that we truly could be proud of. Thank you.
Thank you as well to you and to all our executives. Thank you so much. No wonder that this project is indeed a masterpiece, because it is made by all the men who are the masters in the property development. Thank you so much to all the panelists. Once again, it has been a very informative question and answer portion, hearing from all of you guys. And also thank you to the members of the media and everyone here who took part of our virtual topping off ceremony of 38 Park Avenue. It has been an honor to be here with all of you. This has been Blinky De Leon. Have a great afternoon, and don't forget to live extraordinarily.